Coming up on this episode of Making Moves. If you're concerned about porch pirates stealing your Amazon deliveries when you're away, we have the solution. We'll show you how JTA is partnering with the online retail giant to make it easier for you to safely and conveniently receive your packages. The St. Johns River Ferry is not only one of Jacksonville's favorite attractions, it's also a huge time saver for those trying to cross the river. Now, it's about to get a $7 million upgrade. Find out what improvements are coming next to the St. Johns River Ferry. Then, we're in North Jacksonville to hear what residents and business owners are saying about JTA's upcoming multi-million-dollar road project in their area and how it will impact their lives. The JTA Cares team makes it a true happy Thanksgiving for dozens of families at the Schulzbacher Village with baskets filled with an entire holiday feast. We've told you about the new cafe coming to the Jacksonville Regional Transportation Center. Now, we'll show you what the Crazy Beans Cafe is going to look like. And we continue to feature the amazing artwork inside the JRTC when our Arts in Motion series showcases the photography of Mark Kranzer. These stories and more, all right now on Making Moves.
Welcome to Making Moves. I'm Bill Milnes. Glad to have you with us. We begin today with Amazon. 4 years ago, the online retail giant was negotiating with the city of Jacksonville to open a distribution center here. One of the key criteria was transportation for its employees, so the city turned to the JTA. The authority put together a comprehensive transportation plan, including shuttle service to the Amazon site from JTA's nearby Armsdale Park and Ride facility. JTA effectively sealed the city's deal with Amazon, and the rest, as they say, is history. Now JTA and Amazon have entered into a new partnership. You can now have your Amazon packages shipped directly to any one of several JTA locations for your safety and convenience. JTA CEO Nat Ford and new board chairwoman Ari Jolly made the exciting announcement of the new Amazon partnership outside the JTA headquarters in La Villa. In a time when people are having their packages stolen right from their porch, this new option provides a secure way to get your Amazon deliveries without the fear of someone walking off with them before you get home.
We think this is a great asset to our customers and to our employees. You don't have to wait and leave a package on your doorstep while you're here at work or as you're passing through on your travels. You're able to stop right by here and pick up your package. As you all know, package theft is an unfortunate thing that we have to deal with. So instead of leaving those packages outside on your doorstep all day, you're able to have them delivered here at 7 secure locations.
These lockers are not only convenient, but they do represent an effort that JTA is making to look out for those who need a little help this holiday season. For our customers and employees, these lockers mean peace of mind, knowing that their Christmas presents are secure. It is awful enough to have a package or delivery stolen from your doorsteps, but it's even more hurtful this time of year. I also want to thank our partners at Amazon for working with us and getting these lockers activated this month.
Once you've selected your products, you want to buy them all, obviously on Amazon.com, and then you head to your normal checkout process. From there, you can scroll down and there is a list of available locations here in Jacksonville. If you want your items delivered to this locker at the JRTC, select the JTA address, which is 100 La Villa Center Drive. You'll see a map and a visual representation so you can make sure you're picking the right location, and then just check out. You'll get a notification when your package is delivered. The notification will come with a unique and secure barcode and a PIN number that allow you to access the locker, and you'll have 3 days to pick up your package before they are returned to Amazon.
The Amazon lockers are available at multiple JTA locations, the new JRTC facility, the intercity bus terminal across the street, that's where Greyhound, Megabus, and Red Coach operate, the Fort George landing of the St. Johns River Ferry, the Armsdale Park and Ride on the north side, Avenues Walk Park and Ride, and 3 locations at the Kings Avenue complex, the bus station on the first level, the Skyway platform, and also in the parking garage. You may have heard the term smart city, but what does that mean? And better yet, is Jacksonville one of them? Well, State Tech Magazine, which explores technology issues faced by state and local governments, thinks we are. In fact, the magazine says Jacksonville is one of 8 smart cities in the U.S. to watch. As Making Moves correspondent Vicki Pierre reports, it all started with autonomous vehicles and JTA's Ultimate Urban Circulator.
There is no question about it. When it comes to autonomous vehicle technology, JTA continues to take the wheel in expanding its programs here in the River City. It's the kind of innovation setting Jacksonville apart, not only at the local level, but also on the national stage.
It does validate that we are doing things the right way.
That's Jeff Sheffield, Executive Director of the North Florida Transportation Planning Organization, or TPO. He's referring to this article with State Tech Magazine, which recently named Jacksonville one of 8 smart cities to watch, joining the ranks of other cities like Houston, Philadelphia, and Syracuse. According to the publication, Jacksonville is among a batch of rising smart city stars that have, quote, focused their efforts on providing the right smart city applications at the right time for their residents. Sheffield says here in North Florida, those applications are making significant advancements in a number of areas, including healthcare, public safety, and transportation.
I think for us, it just means that we're on the front end now of that whole era of innovation, entrepreneurialism, modernization of our system.
So what's the driving force behind Jacksonville's success? Sheffield says it's in large part due to collaboration. Local governments and agencies like the JTA are working together to share data, usher in new technologies, and work with entrepreneurs to solve problems and make life more efficient.
It's really been a concentrated effort over the last 2 to 3 years. This is something that we've done good, common sense deployment of new technologies over time. And then you sort of look at those good decisions and they aggregate now to be right in the middle of this kind of new trend that we now feel very fortunate to be a part of.
While transportation isn't the only reason why Jacksonville made this list, JTA's work with autonomous vehicles is significant. With the Ultimate Urban Circulator, Jacksonville will be home to the largest deployment of autonomous vehicles in the nation, with as many as 15 running along Bay Street. With programs like this, Sheffield says the city only stands to attract more businesses, more opportunities, and more entrepreneurs.
And so it really sets the stage as we are trying to brand Northeast Florida as that home to innovation, welcoming new technology into the community, in some cases even being the test bed for new technologies for the ability to scale it out larger.
Speaking of scaling things out, you can expect that to continue as leaders with JTA and other groups collaborate on innovative projects. One example? The Bay Street Innovation Corridor, a section of downtown that will showcase everything from smart signals to autonomous vehicles.
The JTA is really first and moving out of this demonstration and pilot phase that you hear about everybody else doing. We're actually in the process of actually implementing a real live service for public consumption with autonomous vehicles.
Sheffield says while it doesn't hurt that Jacksonville is getting national attention, the proof of this region's success is ultimately in the progress.
It's drawing in interest from entrepreneurs, tech, innovation into our communities and allowing us to leverage those opportunities, grow companies within our region, and really try to improve quality of life for everyone.
In downtown, Vicki Pierre, JTA Making Moves.
There is no doubt that the St. Johns River Ferry is an important community asset. People of all ages love riding the ferries. Some do it for work, others just for fun. Either way, it's hugely popular. But a little over 4 years ago, the ferry almost made its final ride. The JTA stepped in and agreed to take over the ownership of the ferry. Since then, JTA has pumped millions into upgrading the boat, the ramps, landings, and more. And now, as Making Moves senior correspondent Eugene Lindsay reports, the JTA is about to begin phase 4 of its ferry improvement plan.
The familiar sound of the Jean Ribault ferry vessel will fall silent during the first couple of months of the new year. As mandated by the United States Coast Guard, the vessel must be hauled into dry dock every 2.5 years for a complete safety check of its structural and mechanical fitness. And while the vessel is briefly out of service and being whipped into ship shape, during this downtime, JTA will launch phase 4 of what's being called the passenger experience, with upgrades at both the Mayport and Fort George docking stations.
It aligns with our mission, which is to improve Northeast Florida's economy, environment, and quality of life by providing safe, reliable, efficient, and sustainable multimodal transportation services and facilities.
The plans call for making some major improvements like real restroom facilities and covered picnic pavilions to retreat to while waiting to cross the St. Johns. Also on the Mayport side, new lighting, parking, and landscaping are in the works.
A covered pavilion to enjoy this beautiful view, right? You could have lunch and wait the 15 minutes that it takes for the vessel to arrive. Why not hop out, put your car in park, hop out, go grab a bite to eat, enjoy the breeze and the weather here in sunny Florida.
Another improvement you'll see is the way vehicles are lined up as they wait to board the ferry.
During peak periods of use, the cars will back up into the road and block the road. By adding queuing lanes and queuing space, we'll take those cars off the road and queue them here on our facility rather than blocking the road.
And as you roll aboard the ferry and sail across the river over to Fort George Island, you'll also find new amenities to welcome you here as well. And just like across the river, here you'll find new lighting, landscaping, and renovations to the existing restroom facility. But the plan here also calls for an electric vehicle charging station. And here's something you may not be aware of. This route is part of a 3,000-mile bike trail that runs from Maine all the way to Key West, Florida. Ferry attendants tell me that cyclists often use the ferry as more and more people are choosing cycling not just for recreation, but also for transportation.
So as part of that experience, right, passenger experience, we're improving the trailhead, putting a little bicycle repair station, and that's just supposed to, again, improve our quality of life.
So the new year will bring new passenger experiences here at the Mayport Ferry. Now the full project is set to be completed by the end of the year, but the ferry is scheduled to start sailing again in mid-March. At the Mayport Ferry, Eugene Lindsay, JTA, Making Moves.
Up next on Making Moves, we'll take you to North Jacksonville to hear what residents and business owners are saying about JTA's upcoming $38 million road project in their area and how it will impact their lives. See how the JTA care teams made it a true happy Thanksgiving for dozens of families at the Schulzbacher Village when they delivered baskets filled with an entire holiday feast. On our last show, we broke news about the new cafe coming to the JRTC. Now, see what the new Crazy Beans Cafe will look like. The JRTC wins yet another award. Find out who is celebrating the iconic structure now. And we continue to feature the amazing artwork on the JRTC when our Arts in Motion series showcases the photography of Mark Krancer. All of that is still to come, so stay tuned.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique.
And your mother and...
I am totally a hat person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
out.
Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's that?
Do we have a gun?
Why do you ask that, kiddo?
Can I play with it?
No, absolutely not. It's not a toy. You know that. Anyway, I need it to protect you, your sister, and Mom.
But what about the 8 kids who get shot every day by mistake?
Where'd you hear that?
Where do you keep it?
It's hidden.
I bet it's on the top shelf of the closet, under your sweatshirts. Is it loaded? Remember when I found my Christmas gift? You always told me to be curious.
No. No, that's not what I meant.
And when it's just me and Mom, I could use the gun to protect her.
No, Justin, I promise. I'm always here for you.
But Dad, you're not always here.
You're watching Making Moves, the most honored transportation news and information program of its kind in the country.
Welcome back to Making Moves. JTA is about to start construction on a multi-million-dollar road expansion project on Alta Drive near Jacksport. Making Moves correspondent Karen Adams spoke to some residents and business owners about the project and found out why they think that despite the 2-year construction timetable, it will benefit their neighborhood in the long run.
JTA is getting ready to embark on one of its most expensive projects yet through the company's Mobility Works division to help improve Jacksonville roadways. Just after the holidays, if you live or work in northern Duval County, you'll notice a huge road widening project on Alta Drive. In some areas, going to 6 lanes to help accommodate heavy truck traffic from the port and warehouses, combined with heavy residential traffic from new and existing subdivisions. The $38 million project by JTA will also include bike lanes, sidewalks, and a closed drainage system.
We're making significant improvements to the roadway, starting at I-295 headed north. It'll be 6 lanes up to Fay Road. From Fay Road to just north of the bridge will be 4 lanes. And then from there, it will transition to a 5-lane section ending at Burkett Lane.
Area residents say they're thankful something is being done to address the ongoing traffic problem. William Durr has lived in the Marsh Wind subdivision for nearly 20 years. He says there's been talk about this for some time, but now he's thankful the project is about to start.
I'm all in favor of it. I mean, as the subdivisions expanded down Yellow Bluff, and then the construction for stores and stuff started at New Berlin and Yellow Bluff. And now new Publix and other stores are coming in. The traffic has become quite extraordinary, especially the heavy truck traffic for the port and the adjunct warehouses here on Port Jacksonville.
And it's not only residents that are looking forward to the project, area businesses are as well. Devin Gardner is the manager of Capri Diner. She says it's simple: higher traffic flow, more business.
I'm kind of excited for it. I mean, I think it'll be a little bit messy while they're starting it, but I'm looking forward to the workers. You know, they got to eat somewhere, and we have good food, so, you know, have that. And then once it's expanded, it'll be easier for people to get in and out, especially with all the trucks down the road and everything. Just better traffic flow is better for us.
This area has been in the eye of planners and engineers for a long time as a potential growth hotspot. As Jacksonville continues to expand, the Alta Drive area is seeing a boom in new residential housing.
So this project has been in the works since the early 2000s. As you can see, there's significant traffic along this roadway section, which has gotten just over the years much worse than it was back when this project was first initiated. So the goal here is to alleviate some of the traffic through improved additional lanes and turn lanes, which will help get the traffic through here more efficiently.
Right now, the project is set to begin in February, and it should take 2 years to complete. On the north side, Karen Adams, Making Moves.
Back in October, we told you how JTA CEO Nat Ford added another award to his already impressive list of accolades. Ford was selected as the 2020 Outstanding Public Transportation Manager by the American Public Transportation Association. Ford was scheduled to accept his award at APTA's annual conference in Anaheim, California back in October, but the 2020 conference was canceled due to the pandemic. So incoming JTA Board Chair Ari Jolly and Ford's executive leadership team surprised him with his award in person during a recent meeting. Ford said he was humbled by the award and thanked the entire JTA team for helping make it happen. So congratulations to Mr. Ford, another well-deserved honor for him. Nat Ford's award was not the only recognition coming to the JTA recently. The American Council of Engineering Companies of Florida selected the Jacksonville Regional Transportation Center at La Villa as its grand award winner in its annual Engineering Excellence Awards. The awards acknowledge Florida engineering companies for their innovative applications and elaborate projects. The joint design-build firm of Pond Michael Baker International partnered with the JTA on the construction of the facility located in the historic La Villa neighborhood of downtown. JTA Cares, the community outreach arm of the JTA, made the holidays extra special for hundreds of local families in need. This is the 4th consecutive year that the JTA has collaborated with FarmShare to help pass out bags of food for those looking to help feed their families for Thanksgiving. Due to the COVID-19 virus, a drive-through lane was set up for people to get turkeys, canned food, beverages, and more.
We're just excited to be invited back every year to participate in this event. Because of COVID, it's a little different this year. Everyone's coming through in their cars, where in previous years they've walked through. So it'll be a little different experience for us, but we're excited about it. The community is important to us. These are our customers, and we want them to know that we're more than just a bus company, that we have other things that keep us active within the community, and we like to be a shining light to these individuals.
The JTA Cares team also handed out their annual Thanksgiving food baskets at the Sulzbacher Village on the north side. 75 families got baskets filled with turkeys, potatoes, stuffing, and all the other trimmings in what has become a holiday tradition for JTA. JTA Board Chair Ari Jolly, who has joined the Cares team for the past 3 years at the event, spoke about the enormous pride she feels for the JTA employees who care enough to give back to their community.
Such a personal impact. It's such a way to reach out on a very personal level and give a hand, especially this year at a time when maybe many of the residents here have lost their employment or are underemployed. So this is a wonderful way of saying, let's not miss out on a moment when you can get together with family and your loved ones. And here are some of the items that you'll need to make that very special moment happen.
When we come back, we'll meet photographer Mark Krancer, who overcame some personal issues to find a new career behind the camera lens. Now his work is being displayed at the JRTC. Then we'll get our first look at the new cafe coming to the new transit center. Those stories are up next.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner! Go.
Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there. We're the family. Yeah! Oh, I thought you were on my team.
I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back to Making Moves. On our last show, we told you about the new Crazy Beans Cafe coming to the JRTC. Well, now we can show you what it will look like. Erica Klein, owner of the former Blue Chocolat Cafe in Springfield, will be the cafe's general manager. Klein sent us these renderings of the new cafe. The new Crazy Beans Cafe will be located on the ground floor lobby at the JRTC. It will feature various coffees, smoothies, and other specialty drinks, as well as breakfast and lunch items. Watch JTA's Facebook and Twitter accounts for an official grand opening date. Time now for another installment of our Art in Motion series, where we feature some of the most amazing artwork on display at the JRTC and the artists behind them. Today we feature Mark Krancer, a photographer who came by his craft almost by accident. After overcoming some personal issues, Krancer found the beauty of Jacksonville on his early morning transit to work and turned that into a career.
My love of Jacksonville inspired me to begin photography. I had some major transitions in my life, got off of some major addictions in my life, and I didn't want to go back to my old ways and needed I had a change of heart, but I also needed a geographical change. For my first few years I was in Jacksonville, I could only ride on a bicycle or take the bus. I had to be at work by 7 in the morning, and I would catch sunrise along the Riverwalk. I had a 7-minute commute from Riverside. Just fell in love with the beauty of Jacksonville along the river, the cityscapes. It just inspired me to start that journey of photography and continue to do it. I was up at the top of the peninsula on the South Bank, and I was enjoying the fireworks for July 4th. You know, you see this view of 95 that you just never ever see. And I mean, you know, there's some fascinating little curves there. I was able to get a nice long exposure, get the traffic flowing through there, and really just make rivers of light, essentially. To be a pleasing subject, have something nice in the foreground, in this case, the historic neighborhood, Clutho Park, and downtown. The collaboration with the creative community allowed me to have some very prominent pieces, you know, in the JTA building and other locations. I mean, this is such a beautiful building and such a beautiful display of public art. To know that it's going to be around for a number of years for people to enjoy, it's very humbling to know that I'm just a guy that was on a bicycle taking photos on a cell phone.
And that wraps up this edition of Making Moves. We thank you for joining us and welcome you to check out our YouTube channel where you can watch past episodes and stories at your leisure. A direct link to our page is available on jtafla.com. For the entire Making Moves team, I'm Bill Milnes. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.